Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofect one, AJ. Happy Wednesday, March 4th, 2026, the eve of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. I've got my picks. I've got my analysis. I've got everything we need, I think, to have a great weekend. But before we go any further, do just want to take a moment. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit those follow buttons. Does help out a lot more than you know. But let's not waste any time. Let's not hold anything back. Let's go ahead and get right into this one, as we do have the Arnold Palmer Invitational. As I mentioned, this one being played at yet again another beautiful course, as it is with the PGA, the Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida. It's a par 72, 7,466 yards. We'll get to that in a moment, with a $20 million purse. Your previous winner being Russell Henley, this being a 72-person event, cut after 36, down to 50 or 10 within the leader. And so it's a stacked field. Let's just get that out of the way. It's an absolutely stacked field. All the top guns are playing in this one. OWGR top 20, etc., etc. Anyone is playing this week, getting ready, of course, for the Players next week. Cannot wait for that. But before we get any further, let's talk about the Arnold Palmer does present, some very interesting challenges here that we've seen a couple, start to warm up the guys on the tour, but really seeing it out in this one. And I'm talking about some long par threes, some very long par threes and long par fours. You do have a couple of birdie eligible par fives, especially on 16, where you can almost drive that thing there if you've got the stick for it. But overall, it's going to be a very difficult course. It is a massive greens, over 7,500, square feet. 75,000 would have been insane. The roughs are going to be something you're going to need to look out for. The roughs are rough in this one. 3-inch overseeded ryegrass. Yeah, that's going to swallow most of my shanks. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's definitely going to swallow most of my shanks. But hey, what are you going to do about it? And not only that, but with Bermuda, the thing I start worrying about, let's think about Orlando, Florida. What does it love to do in Orlando, Florida? It loves to absolutely piss rain every single day. And luckily, looking at the weather, it doesn't seem like we're going to be facing that much. Well, no more chance than average in Florida, of course. With afternoon showers or 60%. Yeah, you deal with that on a daily basis. 84 degree high, 67 degree low, just a nice day. And then it's pretty much of that the entire week. 85 degree high, 67 degree low, with a chance of rain showers in the afternoon and some thunderstorms. Lord knows when I lived down there for a little bit, it was nothing. Like, it was pretty much guaranteed. Like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon it was rain time. It was rain time. Got a lot of extended lunch breaks for that. That was great. But anyway, outside of the tough par fours, tough par fives, and tough par threes, what else is there really to worry about besides the weather in Orlando, Florida, and the absolutely stacked field? Looking to get momentum going into the Players next week. It's a big one. It's a great one. I'm excited for it. Let's just go ahead. Should we just get into it? Let's go ahead and just jump into the picks. Got my top 20 all the way down to my outrights. It's a stacked field. So, hey, we're going to take a couple of shots out here going off of momentum. A lot of momentum in my thought process going into this one, and how certain players have been performing with, similar, what's the word I'm looking for? Similar terrain, similar hole styles and such. So, hey, let's go ahead and jump right into the top 20. And of course, Scotty Scheffler is playing, so he is minus 800 to top 20 this one. Always insane to see Scotty's numbers when they're that high. And I mean, Rory at 300, sure. Fleetwood at minus 190, sure. Shoffley, Morikawa, okay, yeah, we're getting closer. And the first thing I'm going to hit on is Hideki Matsuyama at minus the 118. Yeah, don't get me wrong, not my favorite pick. I wish it was juiced down to maybe minus 105 or a little closer to even money. But minus 118 with how he's been playing, I mean, he's been great scrambling around the greens and shots gained on that. He'll leave himself some nice putts, and I think if he can stay out of the rough and really use his irons to his advantage, he's going to have a hell of a weekend. I love Hideki at minus 118. Sticking at the minus 118. I am also liking Russell Henley at minus 118. Has made 3 out of the last 4 cuts. Missed the Genesis. It happens to the best of us. 2 top 19s, along with a tie at 8 at the American Express. He's the defending champ in this one, knows this track well. I think Henley is going to continue to play well. Does he go back to back? I'm not convinced on that one yet. But we'll see how he performs. I think he's got a good top 20 in him on this one. Getting to our first plus odds of the weekend, I do like Chris Goddard up at plus 115. Not only has he been doing incredible in the TGL, but he has been having a scalding hot start to the season. It's been absolutely great. 2 wins on the season already. Hey, let's go for 3. Why not? This would be the one for him to do it. And hey, he likes the challenge. I think we might see him and Scotty there on Sunday, but we'll get to Scotty later, because I got a lot to say about Scotty when I throw my pick on him for the weekend. Next one, we're going to go with my boy Minwoo Lee at the plus 115. Tied 2nd, tied 12th at AT&T and Genesis respectively, but has been in the top 40 all year. And with the, cut there at 50, I think it's going to push him to play better. And I think he's been playing there. He's getting hot at the right time, like the way Minwoo has been hitting it. And it's been straight. A guy that we've been on this show most of the season, and we'll continue to be on him. We're going to go with Ben Griffin, sitting there at plus 125. Has had a great start to the season, but I'm still looking for that breakout win. I'm looking for that breakout moment. And I think here at the Arnold Palmer, with this field being stacked the way it is a great opportunity for him to show his stuff. I do think he can come out here and get a top 20 in this field. And maybe we're looking a little more. I get that this is stacked. I've said it. Field. It's a very stacked field. I can say that probably 100 more times during this show. But Akshay Bhatia at plus 130 is a little disrespectful to me, in my opinion. I mean, Akshay, his first 2 events, don't get me wrong, he was off. His first 2 starts this season were off, missing cuts, just not the Akshay that we saw last season, especially towards the end of last season. But then it seems like he's really started to come into form. I mean, seriously, ripping off top 3, top 6, and a top 16 in the last 3 events. You're going to give me plus 130 with Akshay to top 20. I don't care what this field looks like. He is playing good golf right now. Give me Akshay Bhatia plus the 130. Let's roll. I like it a lot. I like Akshay a lot in this one, especially at that number. A couple others. For those of you who have watched this show for a long time, and especially our golf picks for a long time, there's one golfer that holds a special place in my heart. Why? I don't remember anymore. He won me some money one time, and I'm hoping he's going to do it again. He's coming back off of wrist surgery. Welcome back to the tour, Sung J M plus 225 to top 20. This one, I gotta show my boy. I gotta show Sung J some love. And then right above him as well, Ryo Hisatsune. Last couple of weeks haven't been his best, that's for sure. And I think he can play a lot better. He has played a lot better this season alone. Needs to find his groove again, and I think he will find his groove again. And he's going to win this year. That's my other issue. I definitely have a feeling he's going to win this year, and it's just a matter of time. And so I'm going to continue to take action on him. He's been solid with the top 20, but we'll see what we do with the rest of the picks. Let's go ahead and move along. Top 10. Coming at you. We got Scotty Scheffler sitting at minus 325. No shock there. Rory McIlroy getting more bettable at minus 118. Fleetwood with 138. Yada, yada, yada. Didn't like the number with the top 20, but I'm liking the number in the top 10. I'm going to start with Tommy Fleetwood at plus 138. He's had 2 starts and has had 2 top 10 finishes. What do you want me to say? I mean, look at boy. He's been hot. He's been hot to get started this season. Like the way he's been playing. I don't see why it won't continue over this way in the Arnold Palmer. We're going to rip Hideki at a top 10 as well at plus 220. I think it's a good number for the way he's been playing. A good number for top 10. And then kind of a little bit of a copy and paste. Where'd he go? Russell Henley at 225. I like that number a lot as well. Going to stay off Goddard up in this one. And then my last two, just because, again, the price is really good. And I think, and I don't know if it's the book itself or the way that the public's betting right now, but they're very solid golfers and have been playing great golf. I would argue that they've been playing better golf than some, above them. But just because they're there, they're bigger names. Maybe they've won one more recently or been in a finish that the public's going to be coming in and taking those numbers. So you might just go ahead and discount those and give you better numbers on guys that aren't getting bet on as much, like a Ben Griffin at plus 333 or like an Akshay Bhatia at plus 350. Good numbers coming out of here in the top 20. And in my opinion, those little gems that you can find in some of these stacked fields with golfers that have been hot recently, going to go and stay hot. Let's ride. I like it. I like that top 10. I like that top 10 a lot. Let's go ahead. Move over. Top 5. And welcome to my card, Scotty Scheffler, for the first time today at minus 150. Scotty's been such an interesting golfer this season. He's been so interesting. Friday through Sunday, he's the best in the world. He's number 1 in the world for a reason. Thursdays, though, he just falls apart. It's one of the bigger mysteries to me right now. And watching Scotty play on Thursday it's been miserable and it's been very head scratching. He's making, some mistakes that you just don't see Scotty make. He's leaving putts short. He's hitting them too hard. It's something that happens on Thursday and then he kicks it into gear on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And, he's making a run. He's making a run to the top 10. He's making a run to the top 5, a run to the outright, and he'll settle around in the top 10, top 5. But, that's my dog. Scared the shit out of me. But it hasn't been enough, and he's got to be playing well on Thursdays in order to. All right, Olaf, give me a second. But he's got to be playing well on Thursdays if he wants any chance in order to perform on Sundays. Hi, Olaf. And again, he performs on Sundays. That's not the issue. But to really put him into play for for the top 5 outright win, he's going to need to really turn it on. And I know he's working on it. I know it's got to be a concern at the top of his head. But hi, Olaf. How you doing, buddy? I want to say hi to the people. No? Okay, you're just going to chill? Sounds good, bud. Where was I? Anyway, Tommy Fleetwood at plus 275 outright here. Sorry, bud. Plus 275 outright. Everything that I've said, he's been playing great golf. He's got 2 top 5s already. And top 10 finishes. Let's keep it moving. Last top 5. I am going to rip Hideki. Where did I see? I just saw him. There we go. Hideki at plus 450. Good number for the way Hideki's been playing. I think he's going to play this course well. Bye, Olaf. And then not Kiriyama. Ooh, I'm not going to go that ballsy today. But again, I'm feeling a standout performance. I'm feeling a standout performance here from Ben Griffin. Plus 700 to top 5 this one. Enough said. Let's get to the outrights. I got 4. I got 2 that I got 3 that I really think he can win, and then 1, as we talked about earlier, that is going to win eventually, and I want to be on the right side of history for that. But give me Scotty Scheffler. If he is playing golf, he is a threat to win a tournament. That is just what we've come to learn and know and love about Scotty Scheffler. If he is playing golf, he is at a chance. He has a very solid chance to go ahead and win the event. Then I'm going to go ahead and go with Tommy Fleetwood at plus 1,800. Incredible golf he's been playing his last 2 outings. Incredible golf to start the season. I don't see why that momentum won't carry him and could carry him to a win here, especially if he can get up on Thursday and continue that momentum throughout the weekend like he has been. Then we are going to keep it moving down a little bit. We are going to rip Ben Griffin at plus, 50? Yeah, plus 50K to win this outright. Like I said, one of those guys poised to win an event, breakout event. I think it could be this one, along with, where is he? Did I miss him? I probably missed him. Did I miss him, or did they take him down maybe? There he is. Ryo Hisatsune at 12,000 plus 12,500. Again, I think this guy is solid. I think he's going to win one this year at some point. And why not this one? Why not this one? I don't know. But yeah, going to be a great one. Going to be a good one. A nice appetizer for the players coming up next weekend. And I mean, the players next weekend, conference championship finals next weekend. Chef's kiss. We've got something cooking next weekend. I'll have all of my picks for the players coming at you next Wednesday around the same time. Can't wait. Can't wait. But with all that being said, hey, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Shout out to everyone here on Rumble, over on YouTube, TikTok. Y'all are the best. If you like what we're cooking, please hit those like buttons, hit the follow buttons. Does help out a lot more than you know. Big fight weekend this weekend. You got Power Slap 18 coming at you Friday night. You got UFC 326 coming at you Saturday. Holloway, Oliveira. I will have all my picks, analysis, and everything for that coming out in the next couple of days. So make sure you hit that follow button. Let the notifications ring so you know when I'm live. But with all that being said, again, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. I, of course, have been the Brofict one, AJ. Good luck. God bless. I'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.